Hello lovelies, this is Inge, your fertility homeopath, and in this quick question video we're looking at the question whether it's possible for you to be using an ovulation test strip instead of a pregnancy test to detect if you're pregnant. Well, the quick answer is yes, but there are buts. It is not an uncommon thing to come across on fertility communities that it is possible for you to use an ovulation test strip rather than a pregnancy test to see if you're pregnant. Some have shown it, a positive pregnancy test with a positive ovulation test, and some have suggested it when women have run out of pregnancy tests or don't want to go and buy one because it's late at night, or they have a huge stash of ovulation tests, to name a few scenarios. But first we want to know, why is this possible? Well, with an OPK or an ovulation test strip, you are testing for LH in your urine. This is a hormone, luteinizing hormone, that triggers ovulation. With a pregnancy test, we are testing the urine for HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin, and that is the hormone that maintains a pregnancy. Now, it happens to be that on a molecular level, LH and HCG actually look very similar to each other. They are both what you call glycoproteins, and that is why it is indeed possible for an LH test strip to test positive when it detects HCG in your urine. However, when you are using an ovulation test strip instead of a pregnancy test, you've got two scenarios: a false positive or a false negative. A false positive you can get if you aren't actually 100% sure when you ovulated. And that is when you are not using the temperature method, for example, to confirm ovulation. Some women can get a positive LH test throughout their cycle because they're getting several surges before they finally ovulate. So if you had a positive surge a week ago, for example, you made love and now you are testing again and you see a positive, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're pregnant if you aren't 100% sure you ovulated then. It could be that you are catching another surge. Now, the false negative is because pregnancy tests are way more sensitive than ovulation test strips. So you may be testing halfway or at the end of your 2-week wait and getting a negative reading on your ovulation test strip and think you're not pregnant when in fact you are, but it just wasn't able to pick up on the small levels of HCG yet. So while it's possible to use an ovulation test strip to detect pregnancy if you are indeed pregnant and your HCG levels are high, I highly recommend just using a pregnancy test and leaving the ovulation test strips for funsies when you already know that you're pregnant and you want to get rid of the ovulation test and you have no one to donate them to, I guess. Anyway, if you'd like to know when in your cycle you should start testing with a pregnancy test, not an ovulation test, make sure to click on the video on your screen right now. In the meantime, see you in the next video. Bye!